Hi guys, I'm Tom the business lawyer, and I've been practicing law helping businesses in Southern California for 16 plus years, and I produce a lot of videos, and most of those videos are about the same sorts of topics I hear from most of my clients. I thought a good way to introduce myself and to bring it to the public is to go over those different topics, and that's what we're going to be doing today. I also have tons of videos on all kinds of other topics, and they're categorized. You can go check those out. What we're talking about today is your at-home business, right? What does at-home business mean? It's just like any other business. You just don't have a lease. No rent, no lease, no landlord. That's a great benefit. There's also very little chance of a slip and fall if nobody's in your home or apartment dealing with you in your business. You don't have a storefront, right? And if they know windows could crash on somebody's head. Those are all benefits. That's a good thing to it. But just like any other business, aside from that, it's very much the same as a storefront business, a brick and mortar business. You still have to have a business license in your city. You have to go down to the city hall, fill out the forms, bring a check, pay their fee, and do tax estimates, and write them a check so that they give you the benefit of a license that allows you to conduct business in that city or town. You're still going to need a corporation or an LLC if that's what you so choose to do in your business. Most people do that. They want to start a new business. They want to shield themselves from personal liability, so they get that corporation or that LLC. Not having a lease doesn't protect you from any of those needs. You got to have it. You don't have to in every instance. For a while, myself as a lawyer, I was a sole practitioner. I just had tons of insurance to cover me if there were ever any issue. So that's why I was covered. Eventually I became a corporation, a legal law firm corporation. And that's where I am now, but it's totally fine. You don't need it. It depends on your circumstances, and a lawyer could help you with that. But talking about insurance, that is something you would need. I think for any business, not if you have employees, the law requires you to. You're gonna have to pay for workers' comp, disability, things like that. There's payroll taxes. You are gonna want to consider getting these policies for yourself, like having unemployment or disability. What happens if you slip and fall, or you get your hurt, or you're disabled? Can you collect disability? Oh, I wasn't paying insurance covering myself. You got to do those things, and it's not hard. But you want to shield yourself from those big liabilities, or shield your business from those liabilities. Again, if you have a corporation or an LLC, that shield of protection will be there. And it's not hard to follow the corporation's code to maintain that. You can take it when you have a home business. You're going to want to consider trying to take advantage of the tax benefits of it. And I'm a lawyer. I know enough to be dangerous, but I'm not a CPA. You got to go talk to a CPA in this, but you may be able to fit it so you have a home office that fits the requirements so you could take a tax deduction. Wouldn't that be nice? Not only are you paying rent, but hey, it's making money for you by tax savings. Look into that. That might apply to you. Other than that, again, no lease, no landlord, but you still have to pay your mortgage or your rent, or you're going to be kicked out of your business. These are sort of common things and common threads. One additional thing that applies to your at-home business, that applies to most all of the businesses, is that you're gonna have a website. Most all businesses have a website. I can't think of one that doesn't, unless you're like a goat herder or something like that. Essentially, your website has to be compliant with the law. It has to be ADA compliant. Bet you didn't know that. It has to follow those fonts and color schemas and audio, abilities that fits the ADA. If not, you could get a lawsuit. You have to have images that reflect that the ownership in you, that you have the right to use these. Don't just get them on Google Fair Use or go on somebody's word that, oh, you can use this picture. Take it yourself, or hire somebody to do it, or buy it and have proof that you own it, okay? Otherwise, you could be sued. It happens to lawyers even. I see it quite often. And then, of course, like all businesses, you're going to want buttoned up contracts with your customers, your vendors, all sorts of things. All those other, vestiges of owning a business go with your at-home business. It's just a little easier because you don't have to pay the rent or deal with a mean landlord. But that's some good insight into what the requirements are. You can learn more about this and other topics similar to it on my profile. And if you click below, there'll be a link right below. That will take you to a quiz that's on my profile. The quiz is meant to pique your interest in your business, ask you those pushy questions to try to provoke your thought on how to improve, where you need to shore it up, where you're exposed, etc. But thank you for this and your time, and I will have a lot more with more insightful videos meant to inform, not just to scare you. Thanks.